Hey guys, what's up everyone? Welcome back again to another video tutorial lesson from the Apex Predator Billiards Training Club. My name is Apex Elenio, your aspiring professional pool player and a pool instructor straight out of the small island of Jamaica. Now, I primarily do contents that is related to the development of my pool game and just walking you through new discoveries that I've made throughout my learning process here. Now I have two very interesting racks for you that I'm going to be sharing with you. These are failed racks, in fact guys, where 6 or 8 common mistakes were identified during the execution of the following racks. One particular rack was with a familiar face here on the channel, that is St. Clair Swaby, who is the player on screen now, and we also have in the final rack here a very familiar face, Kevron Campbell, a player that I particularly tend to always end up in a safety battle with. Now of course, if this is the first time here on the channel, do not forget to hit the subscribe button below, turn on your post notification bell to be notified whenever I post. Leave a like if you got some value from the videos, from the lessons here, and of course do not forget to hit the subscribe button below. Now you would have seen there infraction committed there by St. Clair Swaby. I'm not sure what happened guys. If you guys can let me know what he apparently did some sort of foul shot, maybe he'd tip catch the cue ball upon impact, but he did give me a ball in hand here. And of course you are now going to be first identifying one of the big mistakes that not only amateur level players play. You can see here ST is explaining to someone on the side what happened. So you're going to be identifying here the first big mistake that both amateur level players and intermediate level players will make depending on your level of experience in the game. So here I'm looking at playing position from the 2 ball to float in between the 10 and the 6 to play position for the 3 into the same corner. And of course, carnal sin there, bumping into an object ball will destroy your positional route, and it will also change the layout of the run. Now here I'm down on the 3 and I have literally gone down a hair too aggressive here. I tried to go after the 3, which obviously was not cut thin enough, and it was a very difficult putt. And I find that that particular shot there was a hair too aggressive, because of course I would not have been guaranteed position on the 4, and even if I had, it would have been difficult to really run the rack. So I felt like that particular shot there, I should have really played a safety. There you can see ST went down to go after that very difficult putt on the 3, still yet again not being able to guarantee position. This is a lot of the times when you're playing in the pub, like what I'm doing here. Here is where you find out a lot of your bad habits showing up when you're not really focused in the game, you're just playing with the adrenaline. These are common mistakes that are being identified, and I felt like I needed to share these 2 racks with you. I didn't want to just come on screen here guys and show you that this could potentially happen. I want it to be happening in a real game there, and there again is another amateur level mistake that is made here by St. Clair Swaby. He did in fact was letting me know during our conversation that he was trying to play the 3 ball a little bit thin, and it actually played a hair too thick and scratch in the obvious pocket there. Now getting a ball in hand, which is very unusual, you know, whenever you're playing with certain level players here in Jamaica. There are some very good players here. Gotten a ball in hand there, played a beautiful 2 reel to break out the 6 from the 5, and now set myself up for a potential table clearance here. Now both the infractions, the errors, the mistakes are not only made by my opponent, but you will see also that these infractions are made by me here. For example, where I'm playing position from the 5 to the 6 and I chose to go 3 rail with inside spin, when in fact upon editing this video I realized that I could have used the nail spine yo-yo drill and play position under the 6. Now what you see happening here, guys, is where amateur level players, intermediate level players, under an environment that is noisy, which is what I'm playing in right now, we tend to play with the adrenaline and we tend to not think a lot. We don't really think about the game. And here is where you can magnify your bad habits, or you can identify some of the huge mistakes that we make. And you can see there ST once again going after that 6 and having a little bit of an angled stroke into that shot and missing that shot horribly, which therefore leaves me with this potential table clearance here. So one mistake too many. I mean, you're not going to get this much with some of the high level players, skill level players that are here in Jamaica. That's a lot of error in one rack there. So definitely ST did not take advantage of the chances, whether it be slim or not, to actually run that rack. So here's my chance here. Once again, another infraction. You can see I'm just using ball pocketing ability here, guys. My cue ball is loose. My position is a little bit shaky. You know, I'm just going down, potting balls, not really going through any pre-shot routine. A lot of mistakes were made during this rack here, guys. Let me know if you identified any other errors. Are you guilty of making errors like these also in your practice games? Remember that this is an evening session where all the pool players come out. There's lots of music playing in the background. We're just having some fun. But this is where I find a lot of the errors that I make in my games. So let's jump into rack number 2 here. And you're going to find that the opponent that is on screen here, Kevron Campbell, is a much more articulate, much more composed, much more knowledgeable player to the game than St. Clair Swayze. But both players are B-level players, but Kevron has a little bit more knowledge in terms of application in the game. But both players are players that have defeated me as I was developing in the game. But, you know, of course, you know, getting more knowledge from great coaches like Neil Spy and Tor Lowry will obviously give me an advantage over these players. Now, solid break off there. Didn't have an open pot here on the 2. He doesn't have a clear look on the 2. So Kevron is looking here at playing a push out, and he's trying to push the cue ball into a position where he can either be given the opportunity to jump at the 2, or I'm going to take on the jump. So he's pushing, and you can see the knowledge that he has here, even though he created a big blunder. Wow, big blunder there. You can see he's a little bit perturbed, a little bit annoyed at that, because he has left the 2 wide open. So I definitely know that he was trying to push into a jump shot, which definitely highlights his confidence in his ability. He has been working on his jump game for a while, and he has gotten very good at it. So I can almost, you know, respect that decision to play into a push out, into a jump shot. But leaking that shot could prove quite detrimental to his chances here, because now I have potted the 2, and now I have a nice angle here on the 3. Now it's a tricky pot, because of course I need to stun into the side rail. There you see me pointing my cue, stunning into the side rail, and I have to control the speed to land anywhere between the 7 and the 6 for position on the 4. So I need to get rid of this tough pot here. So aiming with stun draw, potting the 3 into the top right pocket. Nice shot there, but unfortunately an unlucky roll there. And I think that's a little bit careless, because I already know that this is an 8-foot table. It's not a large table. So I have to definitely have more control on my cue ball, but I've snookered myself. Now you'll see the gestures that I'm making here on the table. I'm doing some calculation, and a lot of you guys who may have seen a lot of my viral kick shot videos, you may think a lot of the times, guys, that I do this by feel. I never ever kick by feel. Everything that I do, I apply a mathematical formula whilst I'm in the game, whether I'm under pressure or not, I apply. Now I don't remember which one of my one rail kick system I used there. I believe I used the numerical one. Oh, that's a beautiful shot. That's a nice one. But again, just unfortunately, I'm not getting a roll here. I just can't seem to like play a good shot and just land perfectly on the ball. So now I'm big time snookered by the 7 and the 6. Now if the 6 wasn't there, I could potentially jump at the 5. And even then it would have still been difficult because I'm just seeing maybe just an edge of the 5. So what I'm looking at here is a shot that I've struggled to really understand the physics of this shot. And I've seen Joshua Filler, David Alcady, Shane Van Boning play these really nice kick and stick shots. Now the kick and stick is easy if the 5 was closer to the rail. But when it's this far from the rail, you've got to hit the object ball, which is the 5 ball, very full, so that the speed will take the 5 ball down to the cushion. And by hitting the object ball full with the right speed, it would have stuck behind the 8 there, and it would have been a really good recovery shot. Beautiful defensive shot. Unfortunately here, I literally sold out the rack. And when you're playing with a certain level player that is higher than Kevron's skill level, you may never be able to come back to the table. So let's see what Kevron has in his bag here. Nice soft stun stroke to slide up for the 3s. Not trying to do too much, not trying to get too close to his work. And you're gonna see here yet again another error that not just me, I make these mistakes less than Kevron, but you'll see here we're having a proper understanding of positional play here. Now Kevron, and I'm not sure if he actually intended on playing this particular position, he needed to play position for the side pocket, but he didn't apply enough spin and he kind of rolled the ball. So by rolling the ball with that speed, it picked up top spin and it lose some of the spin coming off the first rail. So he would have needed a here more side spin and a here more speed to play for the side. So pretty much, I think fortuitously he landed on a shot here on the 7. But wow. It was a nice attempt. And these pockets are not small pockets. They are about 4¼ inch pockets. So they're pretty big. So once you see that Kevron has missed that shot, clearly there was just some mishaps in his throat there. So missing that 7, once again, is proving detrimental to his chances here. And from both rocks, you can see that there is just, at some point when you make an error that you're not supposed to make, whether it be a positional error or a safety error, you will see in upcoming videos that it's going to cost my opponents. Of course, I have rocks where I've made huge mistakes and my opponent has punished me. But beautiful shot here. Pocketing the 8 into the side, coming 3 cushions. Coming out. Now it's a little heavy on the speed there, because now I'm kind of over the 10. It's going to hamper my stroke a little bit. But with my experience, it should be good enough here. Just playing with draw. Do not want any right spin or left spin here. Just draw. Nice speed. It's a little bit heavy. Ooh. Landed a little bit closer than the 50-yard line here. And now you'll see here where I'm able to hit at about a half to a quarter ball. I'm always going to come out of the corner. And oftentimes when you see the pros play like that, they come 2 cushions out of the corner, they know that there is no chance for a scratch. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoy those 2 little videos there. Lots of mistakes. Let me know the mistakes that I overlooked, and if you agree with the mistakes that I've mentioned in this video, of course, please click the like button and help us to grow. So until next time, take care, and I'll see you in the next 9, 10 or 8 ball rack analysis. Take care guys. Bye bye.